Premier Boyz, yeah. Yo, me and my team is the best in the world. You and your team looking stressed in the world. Said me and my team is the best in the world. Then you and your team looking stressed in the world. Yo, me and my team getting arrested by curves, and you and your team getting arrested by the curb. Me my nigga, oh, he ain't do shit except the robbery, nigga. He gon' do 6. Come through, bitch styled up with new kicks, penny flow ho, and I come with 2 chicks. Cause me and my team is the best in the world. Me and my team is the best in the world. Said me and my team is the best in the world. Best in the world, best in the world. Got a star on the sky, gentleman on the cup. And I know my team burns, we got sand in the cut. Ow. Premier Boyz.
Yes, hello everybody. Welcome to the Premier Boy Podcast. This is your boy Ken, aka Mr. Gentleman.
And you already know what it is. It's your man Aaron Sands. We back again. The freshest podcast in the fucking game. You already know what the vibe is. It's Wednesdays. It's a Premier Boyz Podcast. Welcome.
That says me, the star Roddy Rod. I'm back here. It's going on another week of Premier Boyz Podcast. You.
There you go.
Yeah.
And we are back on the Premier Boy and we are back on the Premier Boy Podcast. Long live the Chief Malimal is not here at the moment. He's doing father duties, but he should be here soon, hopefully. But we are here. No, I hope I know you're probably best looking because we didn't put out an episode last week. But yeah, we are back. Yeah, question. How y'all been? How y'all doing, bros?
Well, it's been good to have that week off, man. Get to spend time with the wifey and everything like that. Get back on these solo projects that I've been working on. Prepping for season 4 of King Talk coming soon. Yeah, it's been a lot of things going on, but I've been trying to keep in good spirits and be on a great note. One thing I gotta mention, guys. I got a question to you. I got a question to ask y'all real quick. Right?
Already? All right.
I got a question. Would y'all trust DJs, right? If they didn't have Jay-Z and Serato?
No.
Would you trust them? Like if you ask them, like, yo, I know what you got, I know what you're playing is lit right now, but you got some Jay-Z and that shit, and they tell you no. Would you trust them? Like, would you trust them in life?
Nah, not at all, son. You should definitely have some Jay-Z in your collection. Sorry.
At least, no matter if you're a black American DJ, a Jamaican DJ, or a techno DJ, you have some sort of variation of Hov in your Serato or in your playlist. Roddy, you used to DJ, Wouldn't you have that on your playlist?
Of course, bro. You already know. But a lot of people, a lot of people don't even rock Jay in the parties at all these days. Like,
really? That's not true. That's not true. People do play Jay in the club. People do play Jay in the club.
Not as much as I see. Not like the newer people, I guess.
That's sad, Joe. Sad.
Like I seen that, a while back, and I'm like, wait a minute, like what the hell? Like what you mean you don't got no Jay-Z in your Serato? Like what are you playing all night? Just making tunes. You know what I'm saying? Hour after that, I'm like, I'm out, bro. Like, fuck this shit. You know what I'm saying? It's just you gotta have, what I'm saying? You gotta have some, what's the word I'm looking for? You gotta have some variety, variety. The spice of life, But that's not what I'm even mad about. You'll see what I'm mad about my packet obsession.
I Roddy, how you feeling today, man?
Feeling alright. You already know. I'm kind of mad because I can't get into my Instagram right now, and I'm getting calls and texts that this guy's over here harassing people on the friends list.
Dang.
That's rough.
Yeah, that's crazy. So I ain't gonna hold you, man. That crazy, yo. How I'm feeling? I'm feeling alright. I was inspired this weekend. Speaking of Jay-Z, went to his thing at the Grand Army Plaza News, library and stuff like that. And yeah, it's really dope, man, that he getting his flowers. Which I got a question about Jay-Z too when we get to the question of the day. But yeah, I just say that seeing that exhibit really made me a lot more inspired. I say that. I say that.
That's what's up. I'm all for, people getting the inspiration and getting ready to try to like do different shit, we were talking about that in the last episode.
Facts. Yeah, but there you go. So I'm saying, you mentioned that you gotta pack it up. Who gotta pack it up this week, man?
All right, so real quick, this one I'm gonna give a quick shout out to the homie Long Live the Chief, the Tribal Chief, Malimal. Bro, this is what happens when you don't show up to work. We gonna pack up Mariah Mills.
Oh, okay.
Right the fuck now. Right? Now, if you've been following episodes of Premier Boyz podcast, we're on all streaming platforms except for Spotify at the moment. Every Wednesdays at midnight, you'll know in the Chief's segment Out of the Sky, right? He been covering the curious case of Mariah Mills and her ongoing delusion with Zion Williamson, right?
Delusional.
So, the utter delusion, right? I can't understand it. So basically, long story short, I'm not even going to bore you with the details. If you looking for the backstory for all of this, check out the previous episodes of Premier Boy Podcast on all streaming platforms except Spotify at the moment.
Mind you, at the episode that is 20 minutes out of the sky.
Out of the Sky is really like 20 to 30 minutes long. It's like a bloodline segment.
That's a fact. Continue.
But lately, this past week, apparently, Mariah Mills hopped on Instagram and is accusing Zion of abuse. She had a post saying that post was a picture of a woman with a man's hand over her mouth with certain phrases that are pretty perpendicular, pretty parallel to things that would be said in an abusive situation. Also, for context, the lady's face was bruised and battered, like she was just in a kerfuffle. So basically, she's going out on a limb and stating that, now Zion abused me. He put hands on me. I want my fee. And honestly, this all comes down to money. You know what I'm saying? So you think about it, right? He's talking about she's gonna expose more stuff about him and everything like that. So yeah, it's just a big ball of fucking embarrassment for this broad, bro. Like, it's one thing to be delusional, but it's also another thing to be, vindictive. So dude didn't want to mess with you, right? You was a smash down, right? You was out here being a smash down, which happens. And he was giving you some bread, right? And you're like, I'm getting bread, but then he's dealing with this new lady who happens to have a kid, Bob. Which, by the way, you doing all this fucking, but you ain't making the physical therapy or practice for the Pelicans. I'm still mad about that shit. I ain't even remotely mad about him just having sex. But I'm when I was 20 and I was out here in the streets, I was having sex. Now I wasn't, getting the bag like Zion, you know what I'm saying? Like, but I was still average nigga catching bodies, you feel me? So anyway, I'm not mad about the whole sex part. It's just the utter delusion that some people have when it comes to shit like this, I can't understand it. I can't accept shit like that. So basically, she then came out and spoke about how she gonna release sex tapes on Zion and everything, and she wasn't getting no attention off that. She wasn't really like getting any attention from him regarding that. Like, she was expecting like, if I put out all of this stuff, that he gonna eventually pay me because I want him to pay me, right? But that didn't work. So what's next? When that doesn't work, what happens next? Oh, now he abused me, which is totally fucked up because you got people out here, you got ladies out here that are actually getting abused and were abused. But, with all of the false accusations coming out, what I'm saying, with other people, nobody tends to believe them. So now, because you want to be selfish and you trying to catch the bag because your box dried up from your PSAR career, now you want to sit there and claim DV and effectively, make light of actual people who were abused. So let's be real, you're not really concerned about people about domestic violence or anything like that. Fuck no. You're concerned about yourself, your BBLs, the white D you be sucking on. You feel me? On because she don't be fucking black dudes like that. Let's be clear. Wow. Yeah, she don't be fucking black dudes. You know what I'm saying? She may have like one or two tapes, but it's mostly like white. You know what I'm saying? Alabaster white dudes, bro. You know what I'm saying? And she's worrying about herself, and yes, in her self-delusion. Especially if she don't think she's gonna come up on the back of him this way. It's gonna just make her look more crazy and drop her X videos right now. So for you being in a state of delusion, a world of confusion, mad because Zion ain't giving your pussy contusions. You feel me? Like for all of that, yeah, Mariah Mills, you get packed the fuck up this week. Roddy, go.
Man.
G. Louise. There you go. Roddy, go.
Basically, what I don't like this week is the fucking lack of social media security, man. Like, yeah, you're out here, and these freaking guys in other countries could easily come in and freaking take your shit. Over here, like, you get the alerts sometimes late, you get the alerts sometimes not even at all. They're still able to come to your account, and then you're writing on social media support, and it's basically like talking to a wall. Like, you're doing everything they want, but the hacker got more power than them. I don't understand how that is, but basically that's basically what I don't like this week, yo.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna hold you, Roddy. I agree with you on that, and it sucks that it happened to you. So yeah. I
was afraid that was gonna happen to because Meta's connected to everything.
Yeah. That's true. Yep.
I was afraid it was gonna happen to Facebook and the other Instagram account I had, and maybe even WhatsApp.
Yeah, because sometimes it does. Sometimes I know people who got hacked and everything got hacked from IG to the Twitter. I mean not Twitter. I mean Facebook, the WhatsApp, stuff like that. So it is possible. It is possible. But I agree with you. I think the security got to do better because not right. Shoot, Mark Zuckerberg need to start focusing on his beef with Elon Musk and work with your social media security, yo.
Nah, fuck all that. Let them fight. Let them do this shit though. That's why they got a whole IT team. I saw him in the gym with Israel Adesanya and like some other dude. And your man is looking out like he's about to lose business. I don't know what that old ass Elon gonna do, but he gonna have to do something. I don't know who he in the gym with, but he gotta stop eating them potato chips or some shit. Mark coming for that ass, bro. He coming from like put the T on some Hogan shit. Oh, Hogan, we coming for you, nigga.
So now it's time for Mr. Gentleman review of the week, and my review of the week is so I watched this movie on Netflix. I haven't been on Netflix in a minute, so I was bored and I was looking for something, and I see this movie called The Perfect Fine. It's a romantic comedy. Gabrielle Union's in it. Keith Powers in it. He played one of the dudes from New Edition. I forgot.
Oh, I know who he is.
Yeah.
He played Ronnie, right?
Ronnie, there you go. He played Ronnie. There you go. There you go. And
Ronnie with the addiction foaming out the mouth and shit. I remember that.
No, not Ricky. Not Ricky, the other one.
Oh, that's Ricky. My bad, that's Ricky. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Roddy, yeah. And also the dude, what's his name? Everybody said he looked like somebody now. The dude who played Blue on Temptation, he was in that movie as well. Also they got the original Aunt Viv in that movie. Played Gary Ewan's mother in that movie.
Gee, she gets to that bad boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, even though I see no cameos and stuff, the movie itself was just okay. You know, it was just okay. Also, her husband made a cameo in it. Dwayne Wade is in it too.
You gotta get him some work.
Hang on back. The movie was just okay. I give it, I guess, 2.5 to 3. Mr. Gentleman.
Facts.
Yeah, boy.
For the half one.
For the 3. For the 3.
The 2.5. Facts.
There you go. It's not a great movie, but it's an alright movie. I mean, yeah. That is this week with the Gentleman Review of the Week. True. And y'all already know it's everybody's new favorite segment. It's time for what is in your headphones. So what y'all got in your headphones this week, fellas?
All right. So as I've been sifting around, right, through the past couple of weeks, I've been on my like 80s shit a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. I've just been kind of like on some Back to the Future type shit. There was stuff out there here. Out of Time was one of the things I heard on my Spotify this week. Is pretty cool. But right now, what's in my headphones at this very moment, Money Trees, Kendrick Lamar, baby.
That's a dope song. Money Tree, Kendrick,
J
Rock. That's
my go-to was one of my go-tos when I'm doing like my cardio, it's part of my cardio mix. And I'm getting the running, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm making my moves out here, so there it is.
Yep, there you go. And what about you, Roddy? What's in your headphones this week?
I ain't gonna lie, yo. I was listening to some Eminem.
Oh, wow.
The ones that I like.
Mm.
Lose Yourself, The Band, The Real Slim Shady, Bad versus Evil, Fastlane. Yeah. And I was also, regular stuff like They Don't Know John B, Act Bad, Diddy and City Girls. Yeah. That was in my headphones this week.
Wow, you got the City Girls up in there, right?
City.
Act up before you get smacked up. Don't end up in a casket.
Cigarette ashes.
Right.
Shout
out to the bro.
Fact. Long live the Chief and the Star, Roddy Ride. Y'all get that song. I'm not sure you can listen to it now because it's not on that piss going, but yeah.
RP that piss. Memories on
RP that piss, my boy.
Yeah, recipe that piss, man.
All of the tapes on there, man.
That's a fact. Memories, they're what people do. There you go. What's in my headphones this week? I got two set of artists in my headphones this week. One, since the last episode, Sam got mad about this group being number one, Outkast. So I decided to listen to Speak About It, Love Alone. I decided to listen to Speak About It, Love Alone, and I ain't gonna hold you. Listen to the album now compared to when it came out. I believe was 2002, I think, or 2003, like around that time. That album sounds really dope now that it did back then. Speak About It, Love Alone album. Especially of course, Prototype, Spread, She Lived in My Lap, Love and War, stuff like that. Then Speaker Box side, Speaker Box and Bow Tie, stuff like that. But then also, of course, another art that I would listen to, Jay-Z, of course. The Black Album and Blueprint, stuff like that. Once more, can I say? So yeah, there you go. So that was in my That was in my headphone for this week. Well, speaking of Jay-Z, I do got a question of the day. I got one. This is the first question of the day. We got two questions of the day for this week. This is the first question of the day. And the first question of the day is, do you think Jay-Z is the greatest rapper alive?
You said alive.
Alive, yeah.
And that might be debatable because you think about it, right? There's no Jay-Z without Big Daddy Kane, you know?
Yeah.
You know, and on last I checked, Nas is still alive. You feel me? And he's been on a run. Like he's been on he's about, I think a lot of people say he's about to drop Magic 2. You know, and you already know that King Disease trilogy was like a classic in its own right.
It was. No, it really was. I can hold you. It really was. It really was.
I wouldn't say he's the greatest rapper alive. That's a lot, especially we still got a lot of great rappers that's still around right now. But I will say he's the greatest of a generation. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're talking about you growing up in the like 90s, 2000s and shit, like you'll be hard pressed to find somebody better than Jay. You know what I'm saying? And you got a lot of contenders, honestly. If you talk about this current generation, yeah, definitely they trying to all these like new young niggas, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I would say he's the greatest of a generation, you know, and it shows in the exhibit that they had at Grand Ole Plaza too. You see a lot of his history, a lot of his career on display, you know. So I could see how people would say like he is the greatest rapper alive, and I'll be tempted to put him up there. But then you also got to remember there's still a lot of rappers alive. You feel me?
Yeah.
I would say he's one of the most successful, especially because of like a lot of the sales and competence that you had. But definitely. But alive? Oh. But if you were born between 96 and, you know, not born, listen to music like regularly around like 96 to about like 2019, yeah, he may be.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's just me. I don't know what y'all think.
All right, Roddy, what you got?
Strictly my opinion, I feel like he's very much up there. Greatest alive. He's proven it, but I feel like there's still other people like, you know, that's just as great as him or greater. But yeah, he's up there. I don't think he's the greatest alive. You still have other people like, you know, but he had a long successful run. During his Mayday of like 96 to maybe 2007. But to tell you the truth, the new school people don't respect Jay at all. Hurts my heart.
Of course. The new school people don't respect old school artists, period. Like, they don't respect the elders. Like,
but here's the thing, you gotta think about like this too.
Yeah.
Today's average R&B fan, right? R&B, huh? Today's average hip hop fan, right?
Yeah.
Is anywhere between like 22 to 25, right? Like who's in this generation, this current generation.
I was gonna say 18 to 25. Okay.
Yeah, like 18 to 25, right? Let's take 25, right? We're in 2023. That puts us back to about 1998, give or take, right?
Yeah.
Biggie's gone. Tupac's gone.
Yeah.
If you were born between 98 to like 2003 to hear Peak J, then you would have had to be like maybe 6 or 7 years old when you heard Peak J out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They don't really remember. They're not really good. It's not more of a respect thing. They don't know them. You know what I'm saying? It's like us knowing about Kumo D, Kane, Grandmaster Flash, and them. That was in our time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when you look at that,
bro.
yeah, man. So they're not. It's not that they don't respect them. Now they'll say some outlandish shit like how Wayne is better than Jay, but you know that's another argument.
So I go, they're not even gonna say Wayne. They're gonna say Drake is better than Jay. If
which
you
is
think about
outlandish, but I,
That's how
you know.
very, very outlandish. But yeah.
But that's kind of like the thing. So what they know to them, Drake is their GOAT. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's gonna tell them about Drake. Like I had an argument with a whole 20-year-old about this the other day. And we talk about GOATs. And he mentioned Drake, Wayne, Chief Keef, Lil Baby. Those his GOATs. You know what I'm saying?
Chief, what?
Those his GOATs.
Oh god! Oh shoot!
You know, Migos. Those his GOATs. They said that Migos was the greatest group of all time. I'm like, yo, who you think is the top two? He was like Migos. R.I.P. Takeoff.
Yo, son. After he said Chief Keef, I would have told him back it up. What the hell?
Wow.
No, I was like, he really said Chief Keef, and I'm not. And here's the thing, I can't even be mad at him because that's his shit. That's his shit.
Oh god! Oh man! Oh shoot!
You know what I'm saying? Like people get mad at me, right? I know y'all get mad at me, especially when I be talking about Dipset. You know what I'm saying?
Oh shoot! Yeah.
And I know y'all get frustrated about that because you like, come on, bro. There's so many other groups. Why are you so Dipset heavy? I'm like, fuck y'all. Dipset, that's my shit. Like, what do you mean? But that's my shit.
Yeah.
This generation shit, Polo G and motherfucking these drill niggas, these young drill niggas that be getting locked up in a while, you know?
Yeah.
So that's their goals, you know?
Gee Louise, yeah.
And sadly the females.
Oh, gee Louise.
The females out here, the females, they're like Cardi B. They think Nicki and Cardi the GOAT.
Yeah.
And that's unfortunate when we got so many other better female rappers out right now.
Yeah.
That don't really get airtime because they ain't talking about popping pussy.
Yeah.
Everywhere I go, I pop my pee. Oh, Gunner too. The kids love Gunner.
Yeah.
Even though he a rat.
Yeah, I heard too. I heard that too.
Even though he a rat, they'll tell you up and down, oh, he not a rat. Even though he ratted on, they got him on stand ratting. He like, oh, he not a rat though. All right, if y'all like pushing P to say that, like,
oh shit,
we won't judge you, but y'all better not hold Tekashi to the same standards.
Oh shoot. To answer the question about Jay-Z the greatest alive, I mean he's up there. He did a lot. I mean, at this point, what else do you really have to prove? I mean, so seriously, he really did a lot. Like, but I do agree with y'all saying that it's through others out there that could still surpass him. You know, Kendrick could surpass him. Mm-hmm. J. Cole could surpass him. Mm-hmm. Even
y'all go.
Even y'all go. Drake could too. And I say he is because, oh god, that'd be embarrassing.
Come on, son, like, really?
right? But Jay-Z, but Jay-Z definitely one of the greatest in the generation. No, I agree with that. And there you go. What
Here's my thing: the same people that think like Drake is their GOAT is also the same people that didn't live long enough, wasn't born when Jordan was playing, was barely a baby when Kobe was playing, and then they grow up and they just grow up to say some dumb shit like, "Oh, LeBron's the GOAT."
That's a fact.
Even though he lost 6 finals, and the 4 that he did win, he breezed for the Eastern Finals because he played teams like the Magic, Piston, and the baby Dinosaurs, the Raptors. So yeah, the same generation that think Drake is the GOAT is also the same generation that think LeBron is the GOAT. So you can't. There's no arguing with that, really. It's it's a generational gap.
It's a generational gap.
Yeah, it is.
It doesn't make it right, but it is what it is.
Yeah, it is. You're right. So I got a follow-up question before we get to the next question of the day, brought to you by the Star Rider Rod. But my second question for this 2-part question, I'll just say is, after this, Grand Army thing, tribute exhibit of Jay-Z, do y'all think Jay-Z is going to come out with an album And if you think he's coming out with a new album, do you think it will be his last?
Yes and no. I don't think it's going. I think this may come with an album, or just may something that it may be something that just just to give him his flowers, because it is BK after all. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
of course we're gonna show love to our greats. An album should if they play it right, an album would be in the works, and I wouldn't even be mad at it, especially when you got Nas considering a drop of his own. You know what I'm saying? And those two always have a friendly competition.
Yeah, I mean, they good now. They're friends now.
No, I know they're friends now. There's no beef, but I'm just saying releasing albums.
Oh, friendly competition, like how the Premier Boys will have friendly competition on the charts. Okay, yeah, got it.
Yeah, like that. So, like Nas might drop his new shit, and then like the same day, Jay-Z will drop his shit, and now we got a decision to make.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Which brings me to another question though: if Nas and Jay-Z dropped on the same day, who you listening to first?
Dang it. I'm a fan of both of them, but I might listen to Jay.
I'm listening to Jay first.
I mean, I'm a fan of Nas too, though. That's the thing, but I definitely might most likely listen to Jay first. So
I ain't gonna lie, I would too. I just want to see what y'all say.
I know so. Alrighty, what about you? Do you think Jay could come up with a new album? And if so, do you think it will be his last?
We talk about this all the time. I know Jay's gonna come out with I really believe there's a high chance of Jay coming out with a new album. The thing is, I don't think it's gonna be his last, but I really think that right now he has the power of putting together a good, a decent work with the producers, and of course he'll probably show love to the new artists being his features and stuff like that. So I really do see it possibly happening this year, but I don't think it'll be his last. I still think he'll put out another album in the future. I don't think he's done.
For me to answer this question, I thought about the question yesterday. At first, yesterday, I thought it was gonna be. I feel like after the scene exhibit, I thought it was gonna be last. In my feeling, now I don't think so. Now I do think he is gonna come out with a new album. Because if you notice the pattern, you had Beyonce Lemonade, then you had 444, then you have them doing it together. Then you got Beyonce got Renaissance now. I believe Jay-Z might be next. Jay-Z definitely might be next, especially with this exhibit. I believe the album probably gonna be called Hov Did That, because that seemed like the phrase that going around, or the book of Hov. Because those two seem like those two phrases going around. I'm gonna think that might be the album title. But at first I thought this would be a last, but now I don't think so no more. I think he's still gonna come out with a new album. Won't be his last. I'm pretty sure he's gonna work with Timbaland. He's gonna work with Swiss Beats. He's gonna work with Pharrell, Rick Rubin as the producers, most likely.
Probably Just Blaze too.
Just Blaze and the other guy, I forgot. Young Guru, Young Guru.
Yeah.
So had them on board and stuff like that. But now that I said that, I think he also come out with a him and Beyonce album too. After that, says if you notice the pattern, says it's always been like Beyonce, Jay, them together. Beyonce, Jay, them together. I think that could be the pattern. I think they're gonna keep going with that pattern. So, yeah, I think Jay could come with a new album this year. Probably when the exhibit probably over. So yeah.
And it's crazy. Probably have a listening party. That should be lit. So.
Yeah, that would be lit. In terms of Roddy, in terms of Roddy saying he gonna add new artists on it. That's a mixed feelings for me. That's a mixed feeling, because I'm not sure I don't know. Maybe Future. I think that's a possibility. Kendrick, J. Cole, and I can't and that's just me though.
I can see a Jay-Z and Lil Baby.
I can't. I'm sorry. I can't. I thought I could. I don't think I could. I don't know. I don't think I could. I don't see neither.
Neither the babies. Oh, wow.
Neither. I mean, Megan seems more likely because she on Rock Nation. She seems that seems more likely. Nicki like Nicki, yeah. Even Cardi B, but yeah,
Why are you so sad?
Don't be surprised if Lola Brooke pop up on that.
Oh, that's a possibility. That's a possibility.
That's a fact.
That seems more of a possibility than anything, honestly. With him and Lola, that seems like a possibility than anything. Even Scarlett too seems like a possibility. Maybe.
It's possible for her because I can see that.
Yeah, and by the way, I see her live. By the way, recently when I went to the Big Three, IQ basketball organization that happened like 2 weeks ago. You know, he was there. KLS1 was there. MOP was there. Ja Rule was there.
Oh shit! It was mad people.
I know it was like a celebration of 50-year hip hop. You know, IQ came to New York. For the Big Three. Shout out to IQ for the Big Three. So yeah, Roddy. So you got a second question of the day. This is your time.
Do you think that male and female could be friends? And explain. What's up?
Yeah, it could, as long as things don't get like sexually dicey. I'll explain. Right. I know the theory always goes men and women can't be friends because if men always have it in the back of our minds that we want to clap our friends, right? And in some cases, that's just not true. You can be friends and actually be friends. Steve Harvey would be talking shit just so I could buy his book. So I don't you don't know how to talk about that shit. But yeah, man, like honestly. So they could be friends, but yeah, as long as there's no sexual tension or anything like that. If there is, then that turns into something else. Now you're talking friends with benefits, so that's kind of a thing as well. But yeah, if you get sexual stuff aside, yeah, men and women can be friends, especially if you have like similar interests and everything like that. Of course, there's a lot of female friends I have right now that I'm cool with, that I got mad love for. But I don't see myself, clapping them up. I mean, not especially now because, me being the loyal husband. But even before that, even as a single dude, I'm like, nah, because you my homie. You basically the bro.
That's a fact.
So what do y'all think?
I'm gonna answer this next. I think it depends. I mean, actually, I do agree with you though. I feel like men and women can be friends as long as no feelings are involved or anything sexual and stuff like that. I agree with that 100%. Just like saying, I do have a lot of female friends, and a lot of them are not attracted to them in that type of way. So it's stuff like that. I mean, of course, probably a few, but they would never know. But even with that, I could still be friends with them as long as that you don't act on those type of on those feelings and stuff like that. So to answer the question, I do think men and women. Excuse me.
That's crazy.
Men and women
That's crazy.
can't be friends.
Damn it, bros.
What do you think?
What do you think, Roddy?
You asking the question.
Men and women, well, from my personal experience, it depends on when y'all meet and what's going on. Like if y'all meet in let's say y'all meet in a work environment and you're both, or a school environment, and you're just both not attracted to each other, and maybe she got a dude and you got a shorty, and it just make it clear that you don't have no attraction to each other from jump, then a friendship can commence. And as long as things don't stray away or changed from there over the years, then yeah, men and female can be friends. I mean, in my experience, I noticed that I be trying to get at shorties, but they end up being friends with me instead of just rejecting me flat out. So I just end up respecting it and just be friends because in my eyes they are still cool females. But at the same time, I was looking at you ever heard of Fit and Fresh podcast?
I ain't heard them dudes, man. It's some lame ass dudes, though.
I heard
Nah,
them,
that ass. There's some lame ass dudes, bro.
I heard them, but I never really cared to listen to them. But yeah.
Yeah, they said that two people are lying to themselves because if a guy, let's say the guy had a chance, he would smash his friend, you know, and that's what, or the female would take a chance if she's basically in between dudes or something. But I don't fully agree with their terms. I just wanted to put that out there. That's why I got the inspiration for this question.
You better not agree to them because their terms did not make sense.
And even then, I heard a lot of stuff about them. To be fair, like I did hear a lot about like this stuff too. A lot of times, they don't even know what they be talking about. So I can't really take people like that seriously. But shout out to them though. It seems like they got a lot of success in whatever it is they do.
Yeah, yeah, but I not gonna hold you. Sometimes it does get me as a what if though. Sometimes, you know.
Oh yeah, of course.
Sometimes, depending on what it is. Not in smashing part, not sex or not like that, but just like a what if, you know, but scenario. But I do feel like men and women could be friends as long feelings do not get involved.
Yeah, that's a must, man, because it gets crazy.
Yes.
Once that
line is crossed, right?
Because now, like, what do you do with that? Like, do you go back to being friends, or do you pursue? And even if you pursue, do they even feel you on that type of timing?
Facts.
Yeah,
but it makes things very messy. I mean, we all watch.
That's exactly nothing.
We all watch it happen in real life and on TV.
Happening in real life. That's crazy.
I had to reference real life because I was about to shout out a show, but it's a TV show.
No, it happened in real life. So I've been in those types. I've been in those scenarios, you know. So
man,
it's not cute.
It's not cute. Trust me, not cute. Not cute.
So like, you know, it's like sometimes maybe even if the female likes you over time, maybe she may push for sex for the relationship after, and then.
And sometimes that is the case because sometimes we develop like whatever, not on our part but on their part too. They've been through what they've been through with every guy that they dealt with, and they realize the right one was their friend the whole time, you know, friend the whole time. That could happen too, though, you know.
And sometimes you deal with somebody, right? You can be already be friends with them, and then you deal with them, and then you realize, all right, you know, there's some good things about it, but there might not be a lot of good things about it.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
You don't do that, but then you still remain cool because
exactly.
That doesn't fuck up the friendship.
Exactly.
So you wanted to see. It's like you trying chocolate ice cream.
Test the waters, basically.
Yeah, you'd be like, I don't like it. You put it back, but if you like it, then you get a scoop.
Yeah, like your expectation is mad high, but when it actually happened, it's not what you thought it would be. So the best thing to do is resolve to where y'all which was friends, and that's not even.
All the time that happens.
I mean, as long as it don't end on messy terms, as long as it don't end on bad terms, you know.
Yeah, sometimes in some cases that's not always the case. Sometimes it does end on bad terms, and you can't really fix that, and that kind of sucks.
Yeah,
but you know,
a friend.
Yeah. So that's the risky part. A lot of people don't get into that in the first place because you don't want to lose a friend.
Yeah,
because if it does fuck up, then it's like, you know, because you know who you are in the relationship. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And then now the next question is, do you want to put you're best through that.
Exactly. But I ain't gonna hold you, Roddy. This was a good topic, son. This was a good topic.
Yeah.
Thanks, man. Thanks, bros.
This was a good question. It was a good
For
question
sure.
today. So now it's time for the prequel, aka news that matters. some more news that matters, I should say. Some more news that matters. And the first news that we're gonna talk about, we spoke about this a couple of episodes ago, but now we could officially confirm this. Ryan Seacrest is the official host of Wheel of Fortune once Pat Sajak retired next year.
Wow.
How do y'all feel about that?
Roddy, go.
Oh wow. The freaking thing of the show, the tone of the show will be so different. I mean, Ryan Seacrest to do it. Like, he hosts all these jobs and whatnot. It's gonna be a totally different show. It's gonna have a totally different feel to me. Just because he's doing it.
Yeah. For me to answer the question, because I think I know what Sam's answer is gonna be. So to me to answer the question, I do agree with Roddy. The tone of the show is gonna be completely different. Just like how Jeopardy is now with Ken Jenner, it could be the same way with Wheel of Fortune. It's gonna be a completely different show. It's not gonna feel the same. And I mean, good for Ryan Seacrest, but I'll probably be curious. I'll probably watch one episode to be curious when he does be on it. But other than that, I mean, good for him, I guess. Yeah. Sans.
I would rather watch, right? They bring back Pat Sajak, but like an AI.
Oh wow.
Like an AI Pat Sajak before I go watch a Ryan Seacrest. Like, my guy, how many jobs do you gotta have? Everywhere I see you, you working on something. If it wasn't Kelly, if you didn't fuck up the ABC morning show with Kelly Ripa, it's you on E with the Kardashians or the Kardashians or whatever the fuck. If it's not that, then you on the radio, especially like in Hudson Valley, like in the morning, they be playing his shit.
That be he in Hudson Valley too. He also on Z100.
Okay.
I just say he on Z100 as well. I just say it.
And now you telling me he gonna be on one of the most prolific game shows in history? Nah, I'm good, bro. Like, I'm good off Wheel of Fortune.
And don't forget, he's doing Idol as well too. So
on top of all of that,
he threw on Idol. Jeez Louise.
Bro, that's too much, bro. Like, nah, you would think he had the same amount of kids in the canon the way he working.
That's a fact.
Like, come on, bro. Like, leave some of the job for the brothers. Like, bro.
Yeah. But like I said, Ryan Seacrest is the host. Wheel of Fortune in 2024. Wheel of Fortune confirmed it. Ryan Seacrest confirmed it. Yeah, let's carry on. Next, we got everybody's favorite guy. We got the young generation GOAT. We got Drake. And to be clear, I'm talking about real Drake, not AI Drake, real Drake. Real Drake have a new album coming out called For the Dogs. It's no release date as of yet, but it's got a title. And also, I also could confirm that Nicki Minaj will be featured on his album as well. How do you feel about Drake's new album called For the Dog coming soon?
I ain't gonna hold you. I'm definitely looking forward to Drake's new project. I mean, I like the trilogy that he had with Certified Lover Boy, Honestly Nevermind, and Her Loss. So, it was pretty good work, on his end. I know he's doing a tour now.
Oh yeah, he on tour. Yeah.
So you're probably going to hear an album probably even after that, and then see what's what, and then go from there. But I'm definitely looking forward to seeing a new Drake album though. I joke on him a lot on the pod, but he's definitely one of the top MCs out here.
New sexual, man. He is new sexual.
That's a fact. He is. He is.
Man, you already know.
All right. What about you, Roddy?
Man, I'm ready for new Drake. Already know. No. He gonna mix it up. He gonna do everything. Let's see what direction the album goes. But more than likely, it's gonna be a whole rap and R&B genre, right?
Well, hold on. Let me answer this first, and I'll tell you what I think it is going to be. I'm curious about this album actually, especially with the title "For the Dogs." When I think "For the Dog," it's giving me R&B vibe. It gave me R&B Drake. It don't give me rap.
For the
Drake. It give me R&B.
dogs.
For the dog, yeah. Meaning for the dogs, meaning the guys that's
Like
in
for
the
the
doghouse.
homies.
And I think it's more towards. I think it's more towards for the dog, for the 8-inch dudes. I think that was the album.
For the ain't shit niggas. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
That's
feel
what
like
I'm
he gonna
saying.
be talking shit here. He gonna be talking some shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I think this might be an R&B, or it could be mixed. I think it could be mixed. It could be mixed R&B. It could be mixed rap. Mixed rap. They didn't say if it's going to be a rap album or R&B album. I'm guessing it's going to be mixed because him and 21 was a rap album. The Honestly Never Mind was an R&B album. Well, that was a house music album. let it be clear, that was a house music album. And Certified Lover Boy was definitely a rap album. So this might be an R&B album, I guess. I don't know. What y'all think? What y'all think this album gonna be?
It might be like an R&B hip hop album. We talking about For the Dogs, like you know what I'm saying. He talking about the ain't shit niggas. I feel like Drake don't really talk the shit. So I can see this being a hip hop album. I'm curious to see who he's gonna have featured here though.
I just know I just heard Nicki Minaj. So far, I just heard Nicki Minaj is the only person so far. Yeah, that's all I know so far. But
there's no scheduled release date for it yet, right?
Nope, no release date as of yet. I'm guessing probably this year since saying that he is on tour, so I'm guessing this year. Probably
I would expect it in the fall.
For probably around the same time Nicki come out,
that makes sense.
Which is the next topic, because we talked about Nicki having a new album as well on this show a couple of episodes ago. Originally, when I now said Nicki would have an album, I said that she'd come out an album in October, but with no title for it yet. Now I could confirm that it does got a title. The title is called Pink Friday 2.
Okay.
Yeah, the album called Pink Friday 2, and it's coming out in November, which I believe 10 years ago, the original Pink Friday came out in November as well. So I guess it's like a anniversary type of album, I guess. So yeah, her album coming out in November. And if I could predict with Drake album coming out, I'm saying his album coming out in October around his birthday. Just to give that prediction. So I mean that would make perfect sense, His album should come out in October, hers in November. Yeah. Wayne probably come sneak around probably December, who knows? Yeah. And there you go.
I don't know. I mean, I guess it's a return of like Young Money, man, like old Young Money shit.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, man,
yeah.
Let's be real. We people talk about like all them as Young Money, like gotta go and all the people. Let's be real. Drake, Wayne, Nicki.
Yep. Pretty much. Pretty much.
That's really it.
And sometimes Tiger.
No.
Tiger,
Wayne, Nicki.
Tiger not in Young Money no more. So he not in Young Money no more. So he not even included in this conversation.
All right,
that's what I'm saying. Drake, Wayne, Nicki.
Yeah, that's Young Money.
That's Young Money.
That is Young Money.
They're paying Lil Twist bills right now.
Fact.
Like that's really it. You can't tell me there's not a big difference between Drake and Gutta Gutta. Like, come on. So that's all Young Money. So if there's one way you could bring that back, is if you have something like Drake drop in October, Nicki drop in November, and then Wayne drop in December or January.
Yeah,
like Carter 6 or he might do like a mixtape situation.
That's a fact. Yo, but you know what I noticed? It was an article on Billboard. They mentioned something about the big hitters of this generation. who been killing it. And the big hitters for the generation were J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar, Drake, and Nicki. They said so far, hip hop in this generation have not beaten out those 4 people that I just mentioned.
Is that a surprise?
And not a surprise. Not a surprise at all. Actually, not a surprise at all. But I'm just saying though. And if you notice, I believe all 4 of them is possibly coming out with an album this year. We know Nicki coming out with an album in November, Drake coming out possibly in October. J. Cole announced he got a new album, which possibly could be his last album from what we're hearing right now. Kendrick Lamar, I'm not sure. 100, he gonna come out another album. You know, he don't come out with an album back to back, but will be interesting. We probably got Jay coming out with an album maybe this year as well. You know, and possibly more people coming out with albums by the end of the year who big hitters from the hip hop game. So I don't know. Second half might be looking dope for hip hop for our generation, I should say.
And I can't wait.
They had us in the first half. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, they really did have us in the first half.
But remember, we have a Snoop Dogg. I'm waiting for him to see what he's gonna do with this Death Row label now.
That's a fact. I'm curious about that too. I know he had a collabo album for Death Row. That came out last year, but I haven't seen nothing else much with Death Row at all though. But we see what happened with that.
So more than likely we'll get a new Snoop.
Yeah, yeah. I think it's a possibility. That's a possibility. It's a possibility. All right, next in the pre-crew, we got Comic View coming back to BET. You know, I heard right now Kevin Hart and his team is working on getting Comic View back for BET. How y'all feel about that?
That's a good addition. I mean, Comic View has always been a staple of BET since like the late 80s, early 90s.
Mm-hmm.
So to see it come back and Kevin Hart and his team trying to bring it back is a big deal. Hopefully it's a show and not just a BET Plus show. So you can get some subscribers. But you know, if it is like the show, then I'm a fan. If it's not, then you know, hey, it is what it is.
Yeah. I agree with you too. I hope it is a BT show and not a BT Plus show, because it's not going to serve the purpose. I feel like it's good. Comic View come out, it'd be good for the new generation of comedians. They need a stable, you know, well, black comedians, I'd say. They need a stable and stuff like that. So it'll be dope for, you know, BT to have Comic View back, especially with Tyler Perry, the owner of it. Another win. What about you, Roddy?
Yes, Comic View come back. Just don't alter it too much. Don't do too much altering. Bring back a good stage for the black comedians to come up and do their thing, and people get known. You know, so more people. You know, the field's wide open. We just want more platforms, people to just go out there and show their stuff. You know.
Yeah, that's a fact.
I'm for it. I wonder if it's probably gonna be an hour at night.
Yeah, because it was an hour when it was on BT before, right? Or was it a half an hour? I don't remember.
I don't remember that far back.
Oh, saying you remember when it was on the air? Was Comic View like an hour or was it half an hour?
Comic View was an hour.
It was an hour.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Okay.
It was an hour. People had like a good 8 minutes to get their shit off. You feel me? And you know, sometimes you heard some good comedy, other times you didn't. But you won't know until you tune in.
That's fact. It's so long since I watched Comic View, so it's a very long time.
So,
I think the latest stuff they had out was 30 minutes though.
30,
okay, I don't know if they're gonna do 30 minutes to an hour, or they'll do like Comic View, or they'll have a guy just have a couple of people just go up there and do what they gotta do, and then go from there.
Yeah, but
we excited. We for it though.
Yeah, I'm for it. Yeah, we've definitely for it, yo. Yeah, bring back more old school BT show, but make sure it's done right. It's done right though. Make sure it's done right. All right, next, Ron the Boy, Cameron, have a talk show coming out. Sam, you want to talk more about this?
All right, so real quick, if you've been on YouTube, right? First of all, follow us on YouTube because even though we're not on Spotify, we're also on YouTube. And make sure you like the podcast as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, as long as you keep enjoying the show and you keep liking, we're gonna keep coming. That's what it is. So getting into this, right? Like so basically Cameron been on YouTube, right? And basically him and Mace, they have their YouTube show. It is what it is, a sports show, and it's been getting a lot of success.
Mhm.
You know, I think they if they're not at a million subscribers, they're like well on the way. I think they're like in the high sevens at this point. But what was it? So with the success of It Is What It Is, and then their other show, the Spanish version of It Is What It Is.
Wait. Sorry to cut you off. Says they got a Spanish version of the show.
There's a Spanish version.
There's a Spanish version of It Is What It Is, and they talk about baseball, right? And that shit just as funny too. So check that out when you get a chance.
I did not know that.
But with the success of all of these shows, right?
Mm-hmm.
It also comes with it also gave Karen the idea of doing another show. And this show is entitled Come and Talk to Me. And it's actually like a talk show format where you bring on guests and they talk about their shit. You know what I'm saying? Cam try to help solve their problem. You know what I'm saying? I think he had a trailer on YouTube and it basically showed it showed him talking to this couple, and one of the guy that was in the couple was handicapped. Like he couldn't walk. You know what I'm saying? And then he was telling him, like, yo, you gotta get some toys or something. You about to lose your girl, like, you know? So it was funny as hell. So if you like It Is What It Is, you gotta check out Come and Talk to Me when that come out this fall. But I want to ask you guys, what's your thoughts on that show? And all y'all gonna check that out?
I ain't gonna hold you. I saw the clip. I saw the trailer. I saw the clip of it. It was funny. I gotta hold you. It got me really curious. I mean, like I said, I always be curious of thing to watch. So I'm curious to check this out. Who knows? I might like it. Who knows? So I'm curious about it. I'm curious about it.
Yeah.
What about you?
I don't know, Cameron trying to give people advice. Let's see how it goes, man. But from the trailer, it does look interesting. It look like something I'm definitely tune in for. So I ain't gonna knock it.
So here's my question. What channel or what platform is it gonna be on?
It's definitely gonna be on YouTube.
Oh, okay, it's a YouTube show. Okay.
Oh wow.
It's definitely a YouTube show. Like I said before, they're getting a lot of success on the other two YouTube shows. It Is What It Is, and that's all KLOS.
Yeah, I was hoping maybe it would be on a network TV because people are struggling right now. They need something on TV for the fall, but we'll talk about that a little later. But
hey, listen, if you're struggling to watch some shows, you tired of no Chat GPT shows, come watch YouTube, man. That's what I be doing. I be watching YouTube.
Yeah, I do too. And y'all go check out the Premier podcast. We do here.
We do here as well.
We all do YouTube as well. All right, so next we got this old school movie that about to come out really soon called Good Burger 2. You know, y'all already know Keenan and Kel coming out with Good Burger 2. And I could say that they're about to come out. I know they don't got no exact release date of coming out, but they are definitely coming out this year. I'm gonna take a wild guess to say the fall. But here's the thing: they got some returning cast members coming to this movie. They got Lloyd Beth Denver coming back. They got Josh Server coming back to the movie. Also, Carmen Electra is replaying her role in the movie as well. As well, yeah. So that's a few names that's announced for the movie. I can tell you a little plot about Good Burger 2 from what I know. So from what I heard, they're saying that Keenan character left Good Burger and he came back a couple years later to rejoin them to help them out. Also, what instant is Ed got a kid.
Oh shit!
Yeah. So stuff like that. So as y'all know, Good Burger go be on Paramount Plus, I believe. Definitely this year. I'm gonna say the fall. What do y'all think about? Are y'all excited for Good Burger 2?
I definitely am excited for Good Burger too. I can't wait. I was a big fan of the first Good Burger, so and also with Keenan and Kel as well. Like, I like their dynamic.
Facts.
So yeah, like I'm definitely looking forward to a new Good Burger, man. I can't wait.
Yeah, me too. What about you, Roddy?
I am definitely looking forward to Good Burger 2, yo. I'm a fan of the first one, so yes. Let's go.
So you already know I'm definitely a fan of Good Burger. I'm a fan of Keenan and Kel. You know, we spoke about Nickelodeon on with the Gentleman Like the podcast, and we about to do that again. But Good Burger 2, I'm excited for it. Especially seeing a lot of people coming back. Lord Beth Denver coming back. Josh Serber coming back, and Kamala.
Yeah, that's a big deal.
I'm excited for it. You know, they're playing Good Burger a lot on Plural TV right now. So check it out. Could get fresh in memory, yo. Good Burger 2 coming out. I'm excited. And I'm excited for the plot too. When I read the description of it, I'm like, wow, it's the plot. So, and also Keenan and Kel written it too and producing it. So that's a good thing too. So
that's awesome.
Yeah. But I know for a fact that Good Burger was supposed to come out. Good Burger 2 was supposed to come out sooner. But you know, they Keenan and Kel had it falling out and stuff like that. So that way they didn't come out. But I'm happy that it's coming out now. You know, and yeah, it'll be a good nostalgic feel. And I look forward to it. And there you go. And last of the prequel, Little Uzi Vert album, prom pink take prom something like that. Hit number one. Pink take. Hey, Pink Take hit number 1 on the Billboard, and it's also the first hip hop album this year to hit number 1. How y'all feel about that?
Congrats to Uzi Vert for hitting number 1. Listen, I want to rock carry that album because let's be real. Outside of that,
Did you take a listen, bro?
I tried. You gotta give me that. Like I tried. Like you know what I'm saying. Like can't fault a nigga for trying. But yeah, I tried to. I couldn't get through the whole thing. I got past I Want to Rock. That's my shit. So, you know, yada yada yada. But everything else, like I know he sampled Shinsuke's theme.
Yeah, Shinsuke, yeah.
And I'm like, why did you do that? What was the
need? Oh shoot.
Nah, for real. Like, why'd you have to do that? Like, who told you? You know what I'm saying? Like, who in the studio, right? When you were doing this shit, and you ask your bros, like, yo, what do you think? And they told you, oh, it's lit, you know, all the other shit, right? Like, were you? How can I put this without being a dick? Did you just be like, okay? Were you just like, oh, okay, we're just doing this, and this is fine, this is right, or what? Like, what are we doing? Nah, seriously, what is that, guy? And the fact that it's number 1, and the fact that that's the first hip hop album to go number 1 this year, says a lot. I really hope to get like the whole list that we ran down with the our current favorite like artists coming out with albums. I really hope the second half of the year looks like that. I really do. Because you can't tell me that this is going to be par for the course of 2020.
Oh gosh.
You know, because then next thing you know what's going to happen? Next season of Premier Boys podcast, we're going to have to sit here and talk about this hip hop dead again.
Oh god! Oh no, we're laughing, but saying that serious.
I'm dead. Watch next year. We're gonna do it. There's gonna be an episode next year that says hip hop is dead. Hip hop is dead. and I'm gonna pull this very conversation up.
Oh shoot!
And I'm not even gonna speak. I'm gonna let y'all have it.
No. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised. How I feel about Lil Uzi's Verb being number 1. and be the first hip hop album this year to be #1. Oh, gee, Louise. No comment. No comment. I mean, good for him, but no comment. In terms of the album itself, I didn't listen to the album. I don't think I'm going to listen to the album. I heard people listen to the album and they got a lot of mixed reviews. Some actually said it was great. I didn't believe that. Some people said it was terrible. Some people said it was terrible. And other people say it was too much demon music on it. Too much demon.
That's another thing. like, bro, we know you're not about no old demonic cult like type shit, but he knows that shit sells records.
Yeah.
So dumbasses will buy it. You know what I'm saying? So it works within his plan or whatever. But come on, bro. Like for real.
Yeah. Hearing that part alone maybe like, nah, I'm good. Hearing that part alone, like, nah, I'm good. And in terms of the Siske song, yeah, I passed. I agree with saying I got a feeling we would end up talking about is hip hop dead, because this sounded like the start of it. Roddy, go.
Yo, I'm glad for Lil Uzi Vert because I actually did try to listen to the album. I wouldn't say it's great. I would say it's a mixture of a lot of stuff. You know, me not being a huge hip hop or rock fan, I totally didn't understand a lot of the stuff that was going on. So I did skip around the album a lot, but gave it a listen. You have a lot of songs on there, like almost 30 songs. It's crazy. People out here making 30-song albums.
Question, why does man have 30 songs on the album, bud? Why?
Everybody's just following that formula now.
My God, why?
Like people are doing that. You know why I feel like people are doing that though? It's because the more songs you have, especially on like Spotify, the higher likelihood that you're able to like get on these charts.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact.
Especially when it comes out to like streaming, like the streaming charts or whatever.
Yeah.
They figure the more.
I didn't think about it like that, bro.
Yeah, that's a fact. Yeah, you're right.
It's a whole thing. So they figure like, all right, quantity. They're taking the quantity over quality approach. Mm-hmm. So they're gonna drop like 30, 45 songs on an album in hopes that out of those 30, 45, maybe 15 to 20 could stick. Yep. And if they do, they could just say, hey, this charted because of this, not because of the fact that I had like 45 songs on an album. J. Cole spoke about this shit on the offseason.
Yep. Oh, wow. And remind you, this dude had 18 song debut on the charts. So that's pretty much answers a question right there. Like
exactly.
Like 18 song debut on the charts. Yeah.
And honestly, you're only going to be on the charts for like a split second.
Yeah, only for like 1 week. Unless people reshaming their songs. But yeah, for 1 week. Like
wow. So that's why we have
yeah.
So that's why we have the likes of him putting out like a close to 30 song and then other people putting out close to 30 songs on their album.
Yeah.
Just to do that. Yeah. And mind you, the length of music has been shorter.
Yeah, exactly.
Music has been under 2 minutes. I mean, under 3 minutes. I mean, take that back, for a lot of songs.
Well, you think about it like this, right? You're coming out with 30 songs, without 30, you're coming out with 30 song albums, right? Your song has gotta be about like maybe 2-3 minutes at best.
Yeah.
Can't be having 5 minutes of those.
Unless you go do a part 1, part 2.
Exactly, because shorter songs on album. If you had your length of shorter, if you had under 3 minute songs, it's a guarantee that you could add more to the album and to the data and stuff like that. It would fit. So yeah, I guess that's a good way to do it. I guess.
Yeah, but
it's a smart strategy, but
exactly strategy. Look at Drake. Drake always have like a lot of songs on his album. A lot of them go on the charts. He be doing that a lot.
Breezy.
But the problem with that shit is though, the real problem with that shit is it lowers the quality of that album.
I agree. Yeah.
I don't think you can have 30 songs, right? and be like, "Oh, I got a fire album."
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Nah,
Because his mindset is if my song's on the chart, it means it's good because it means it's popularity. It don't mean that it's actually good. You know, it means that your show just on the chart because people just listen to the album. You know,
exactly. And then you got 18 songs on the chart, but on one week, but then on the next week, that 18 turns to like 3.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. One is a single, one is the next single, and one is a favorite off the album. Yeah,
like a B cut fave. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
and that's kind of the thing. And honestly, that's what most albums were. People are really scared to drop. They rather drop 30 tracks or like 20 of them is ass. You got like 10 bangers, as opposed to dropping like 12 or 15 songs that are fire.
Mm-hmm.
And then just putting it to the wind to see where you at. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. But let's carry on and let's get to the premiere news.
Yes.
So first premiere news, we got Jamie Foxx is back. How y'all feel about that?
great news. Great news, because you gotta think about it. You know, Ken says it best, right? Like you never know what people are going through.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So when you think about it, right? You never know what people are going through. So we go think about Jimmy Foxx's battle, you know, with his health.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people thought he was finished. A lot of people thought he wasn't gonna make it. Netflix actually fished the whole movie without him.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah.
And if these actors and writers keep playing, there'll be a lot more of that coming.
That's a fact. Yeah, we're going to get to that a little later. Yeah.
So, you know, it's good to see that he's back up and being healthy and everything, trying to get better and at least being outside. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's a big deal. I'm happy about it.
I ain't gonna hold you. I'm happy too, yo, because there was a lot of stuff in the media saying that he's in his deathbed, he's not doing well. Nobody saying that. It was a lot of stuff, yo. It was hard to believe, but thank you that they cleared it up, and he was perfectly fine. It's good to see him back and working again, you know, and I'm happy. You know, everybody should check out They Clone Child Tyrone, which be dropping this Friday on Netflix. So yeah, and sorry, they're not a Netflix ad, but yeah, I just want to shout out to Jamie Foxx. Happy
oh
that
my
doing,
gosh, bro!
Happy that you're doing better, bro. Happy that you're doing better. All right, what you got,
Jamie? Yo, Jamie Foxx, I'm glad he's back. Yo, like you said, like it was so much stuff we was hearing that was false and wasn't sure about, but now we know for sure that he's backing up. Commend you, man. Welcome back. You know you're out here doing great things. Yeah.
Facts. And he got a lot of stuff on the way that's already done.
A lot
of stuff on the way. I know 2 movies that I know definitely coming out. That's already done. One, of course, is They Clone Tyrone on Netflix. They got this other movie called The Barrier. I would have originally supposed to see that movie, but we had a lot of technical difficulties doing the free screening, so it didn't get yet to happen. So he had that as well. And I know he got a couple more movies. I didn't know those the 2 movies that I know for a fact that was announced. But yeah, happy to see Jamie back and continue to be healthy. Also, he got a new show coming out too, with him and his daughter coming on Fox. It's another game show.
Oh, really?
Yeah, called We Are Family.
That's what's up. Is it like Family Feud?
I don't know what it's about exactly, but I know it does have something to do with family. I don't know the premise of it though. I guess when we get more info, we should know. I don't know when they're dropping, but we know that he was also on Beat Shazam, but you know he couldn't do it because he was sick, so Nick Cannon had to take over for him for Beat Shazam and stuff like that. But I don't know if he's gonna get that back, but yeah, I'd happy to see Jamie back though, for real though. Happy to see Jamie back.
My son Nick Cannon, bro. He everywhere. But I understand why. So, yeah.
No, Nick Cannon everywhere too. He another one. Shout out to Nick Cannon. Nick Cannon, Ryan Seacrest, and Steve Harvey. They everywhere. Those three is everywhere right now, man.
But now it's understandable why Nick Cannon got to be everywhere. So
Yeah.
Yeah, they can't even really got no choice in the matter on that one.
No, two reasons why. Of course, the kids, and then he also want to get. He also dealt with lupus as well, so he want to get stuff done, just in case. So, yeah. Yeah. So next topic, Roddy, gonna take this one. This is your time again, Roddy.
Yeah. So y'all know about the clothing company Shine?
Yes.
They're under fire with a RICO violations, law, organized crime. So let me read this article and tell you what's going on. So Shine is facing a lawsuit that claims the clothing maker's copyright infringement is so aggressive it amounts to racketeering. The filing this week claims that Shine is in violation of Racketeering Influence and Corrupt Organizations Act, better known as the RICO, a law original crafted to prosecute organized crime. Shine has grown rich by committing individual infringement over and over again. As far as the long and continuous pattern of racketeering, which show no sign of abating. And the organized effort to create as many as 6,000 new items per day. Shine uses buy and sell shelf game of corporate structure to rip off designs, coordinate illegal operations that can best be combated through the use of RICO's stature, according to the lawsuit. The lawsuit is filed by 3 fashion designers in the U.S. District Attorney, Central District of California. Shine produced, distributed, and sold exact copies of their work. And at issue here, inexplicably, are exact true copies of copyright graphic designs appearing on Shine products. The designers are seeking unspecified damages and want injunction relief to prevent further racketeering activity. Shine takes all claims of infringement seriously and we take swift action when complaints are raised by valid IP rights holders. Shine said in preparation for Friday's statement, we will vigorously defend ourselves against this lawsuit, any claims that are without merit. Also, Shine has been using child labor workers in the factories to make their clothes, and the workers have been overworked and underpaid, child workers and everything. So they're also getting under fire for the child labor law and the working people overtime without breaks and whatnot. So yeah, Shine has a lot of fire under them right now, and it's very, very sad to see, But these companies and China's in China, so these companies get away with a lot, So, what y'all feel about hearing this?
Ken, you want to go first, or?
You go first. You go first.
All right. So, this shit with the whole Shine situation, you got a lot of it hits home. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't hit home personally, but it hit home to people that I know that are designers that are trying to like break into the game, right? And then what happens is these young designers, you know what I'm saying, like they put a lot of their work on brand. What we don't realize is that a lot of these larger companies, they see it and they don't consider it as like as stealing if it's already on social media. So what Shein try to do is what they'll try to do is try to recreate it. And they've gotten so good at it that they were able to get themselves caught up on a RICO. And honestly, typically you hear about a RICO, you're thinking about like drug dealing and like racketeering. And while that's true, you also have what is it? Like extreme copyright infringement
Oh yeah.
added in there as well. You know what I'm saying? So they're definitely under fire right now. This kind of reminds me, I think this might be a bit worse than the Brandon case. When he was trying to sue for copyright infringement and he ultimately got embarrassed, publicly
Oh wow.
and privately, but it's kind of similar to that, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I feel like the original artists should get their fair share of earnings when it comes down to, when it comes down to Sheen, because if you in fact stole these designs, then yeah, you should definitely pay the price. And give these artists credit. And secondly, you putting children to work is a big fuck you. You already know me. Aaron Sands love the kids. You feel me?
Yeah.
And and I want the best and brightest future for them. And they're not gonna find that working in some fucking sweatbox because you want to make $8 leggings you could sell to these girls, to these ladies that in some cases wash their box in a sink and want to talk about having a hot girl summer. These little kids are providing that for y'all. You know what I'm saying? And that's crazy. I don't find nothing wrong with that. That's a big problem. So
yeah. I didn't know much about the story until Roddy read it, but that's really sucked that all them going through that. I really hope all these artists get their credit. I hope they need to stop with the little kids working in the back. That's crazy, man. That's I don't agree with you going on. This is sad, man. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah, them kids don't actually be up in them situations like that.
Exactly.
But they gotta support their families, and I understand that shit.
Sad.
But
it's too sad. It's too sad. The kids, man. It's too sad though. I go, it's too sad, man.
Yeah, like what the fuck?
Yeah,
So,
they should be out. They should be out having fun, not
exactly
working. Working.
Yeah, what you got, in a fucking sweatbox.
Yeah. All right, Roddy.
No, I was saying, yeah, I mean, all these other countries, the child labor laws are very, they're not strict as they are here. So you hear about this all the time. It's not new that children are working in factories in all these other outside countries. I do foresee that Shine gonna be shut down because it's a lot they got in this case to fight. So I don't know. Shine gonna be gone. They might come up with something else if they decide to try to move forward in the future. That's all I gotta say about this, but it's very sad and unfortunate.
Yeah, it is. All right, next topic we got. This topic is kind of old because we didn't do the episode last week. This was supposed to be last week main event topic, but we're gonna talk about it anyway because I've been holding this in for a minute. KeKe Palmer, y'all already know she went to the Usher concert. She looking like a baddie. Her dude tweeted out some things, upset about it, and he got
it's
backlash.
The outfit, you're a mom.
Yeah. Facts. And
for God's sake, you have a family.
You got a family. You got a kid at home. Which is the fact you're gonna kid at home. You gotta. But my thing is, how do y'all feel about this whole KeKe Palmer situation? How y'all feel about it? And how y'all feel about it? And do y'all think he was wrong? She was wrong? Both of them was wrong? Was Usher wrong? What do you think?
All right, real quick. Story time with Aaron Sands.
Story time with Aaron Sands. Get around.
All right, so real quick, I'm at work, right? And I'm with my coworker and shit, right? And we over here talking about the situation, the KeKe Palmer situation. And, she's erring on the side of KeKe Palmer, like, oh, well, he's not making enough money to be talking like that. He needs to not talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, he shouldn't have never brought it public and everything like that, And plus, who is he supposed to be out here talking like that? Let KeKe be KeKe. let her slay. KeKe Palmer better than Beyonce. You know what I'm saying? Like all type of wild shit, bro. And I had to sit here and endure this. You feel me? So I'm glad we get to talk about this today. I know we was out last week, but I'm glad we could talk about this shit today, because nigga.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So basically, here's my thing, right?
All right. Yeah.
There's nothing wrong, right, with what he said, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
However, there's a lot wrong with the publicity of what he said. He should never took that online.
There you go.
He should have never took that shit online.
Yeah.
Especially when there was posts of him, showing off your shorty. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, listen, ain't nothing wrong with showing off your shorty. Yeah. But once your shorty decides to come outside online and try to flirt with Usher at the concert, your woman becomes our woman, because now we know what your girl look like. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what she looked like. So it's like, for me, I'm like, bro, that ain't your girl. Like, to be fair, matter of fact, I don't like any of this, right? Y'all know my wife, right?
Yeah.
Do y'all know, right, what she looked like? And you know what I mean by when I say what she looked like.
You mean like, you mean
like in the KeKe Palmer sense.
No.
All right, and honestly, that's how it should be, bro. Ain't no way I'm gonna have my shorty out here, double cheeked up at the Usher concert with her girl. Bro, he hit her with the whole twirl. Right? I don't know if y'all seen the video.
I did see
the video.
I see the video, so I definitely see the video.
You know what I'm saying? He hit her with the whole twirl while he was double cheeked up. Now let's be real. Like, you could be whoever you are. You could be whoever you are, whatever you are. But at the same time, you're not gonna be Usher. You know what I'm saying? So honestly, and at this point, Usher's like one of the GOATs. So it's like, you see them Boondocks.
Damn it! You just took the words out of my mouth, son.
You seen the Boondocks. You don't sit there and post no Usher concert with that, and it's crazy how you got ladies out here that are talking about, oh, dudes can't be talking about how people should be dressed up at a concert. But I'm like, well, shit. If your man can't tell you what is appropriate or not, what can nobody tell y'all nothing?
Exactly.
So I feel like this, and I'm gonna end it right here. I want to let y'all cook real quick.
Yeah.
Like the ladies that say like, oh, dude should have had not said nothing. He should have kept his phone. They either A, and this might be an unpopular opinion, but it's a hill I'm going to die on. They either A, don't got a man, or B, don't want a man. Because honestly, like, if you're dealing with a dude, ain't no dude that's worth his weight in gold, and that actually care and fuck with you, gonna be out here talking about, oh, you get to pull up to the Usher concert. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? With some crazy, double cheeked out and shit like that. Bro, he just got that body like 6 months ago.
Yeah.
All right. Let's be real. Like, come on now. Like, you get a body, we don't know how to act. Like, come on.
Yeah. How I feel about this? I mean, I've been wanting to say this for like the last couple of weeks. How I feel about this? I agree with you saying it's not what he said, it's how he handled it. He should not have brought it online to social media. I agree with that, because you already know. If you say it on Twitter, come on.
Yeah, and to be
know better, yeah.
And honestly, to be fair, like, one can make the argument, well, the situation happened on Twitter, so he should respond on Twitter. And I get that, but when shit like that is when it's matters to the home,
exactly.
Because let's be real. If you talk about them breaking up, the only person that's really going to hurt is the daughter. It's his son.
Son.
Son. So when you look at it, right, like, we can say what we want, But
Mhm.
at the same time, when it's matters to the home, you need to keep that shit in the home.
Yeah.
That's their business. Some of y'all out here, you know, some of y'all dudes out here letting y'all girls go to BRT weekend at AC, getting clapped up by Young Child and shit. But we don't hear from y'all.
Fact.
That's a fact, though. That's a
Tell me
fact.
when I'm telling lies. Like what?
you definitely not. So you definitely not. You definitely not. But back to it. You know, it's how he handled it. That wasn't right. In terms of KeKe, I mean, you're all right as well saying about the about the I mean, and not it, like I said. Let's be real. It was never about the outfit, though. He didn't put out the cheat because of the outfit. He put out cheat because it was Usher. Like,
Yeah.
let's be
Now,
real.
not for real. Because if it was Chris Rock, then it wouldn't even be a threat.
Exactly. Like Usher, like everybody know what Usher do in these shows. He do it to a whole bunch of women in shows. Like he serenade them, you know, make them feel good, you know, take them. You know, yeah, I should be talking.
It's our heartbeat effect. It happens
Exactly.
all the time.
Exactly. Yeah, and like, it's funny because I was watching the Boondock episode like recently because I knew that we were gonna talk about this topic, but that was around the time we were supposed to talk about it. But and it really does remind me of that situation, and it's crazy. You know, it's kind of funny. In terms of KeKe, I mean, she's not wrong either. You know, she just had a kid. She had the right to show her body. She's not wrong in this situation either. I know, I'm not saying that, but it's one thing that she said got me questionable. You know, she said in a post that I am single until I'm married. And the thing is, she's not wrong. She is single when you marry, until you marry. You're not wrong on that thing because that's how, you know, church terms do that as well. But I feel like during a situation, you should never said that during a situation. Because it sounds like you want to be single, you know.
I don't know how you go about married terms and you over here getting clapped up out of wedlock. Like if you're gonna talk about it, you can't talk about bro. You can't talk about married terms. You out here having babies out of wedlock, bro. If that's the case, that little homie a bastard, bro.
Yeah, that's what she said. Like, I'm saying it don't sound right using that during the situation. It just sound weird to me. And I know a lot of women say he should not talk to her like that. They're not married. Yeah, true, but I threw her boyfriend though. They threw in a relationship.
Fuck all that, bro. That's her baby father.
And being father, being father. That too. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah. So you know,
if there was a bigger issue with that, then KeKe should have dealt with somebody of a higher stature. You should have dealt with like Trey Songz or somebody. You know.
Oh boy.
No, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
Oh shoot.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh shoot.
Like,
shoot.
You know what I'm saying? Like if she should have dealt with Trey Songz, why she couldn't have dealt with Trey Songz? I'm pretty sure if she maybe what they basically telling me is right. If Darius was Trey Songz and not Darius, then this would have been okay. Okay, right? That's what they're telling me. So, because it's him, it's not okay, right? Because it's not Drake, it's not okay.
Because he a normal dude. He a normal dude.
You're an everyday dude, and that just tells me that y'all don't be respecting normal dudes. And I don't mean to get on my Kevin Samuel shit or something like that right now, but it's a point that it fits the narrative.
Yeah, no, you're right. You
know what I'm saying? So that normal dude can't get respect for his household. Like what is this? Like what are we talking about?
It's crazy, yeah, crazy. But back to it. I'm gonna add that I'll be done and then let Roddy speak. And like I said, I feel like they both handled it not right. Like I said, he should have brought it to the social media. She should have never entertained it. And then said that thing about I'm single until you marry, knowing that the man is the baby father and is your boyfriend. Is your boyfriend? Yeah, do a relationship. So I mean,
clearly marriage ain't on the mind because you didn't marry him before you had the baby. You just had a baby.
Yeah. I just didn't agree when she said that. Like, Roddy. Yeah, what you think about this, Roddy?
Man, I just feel like it's a whole bunch of jealousy. You know, he's jealous of the whole situation and whatnot. And yes, I agree with you what you said with the whole because it's Usher. Because Usher is definitely, you know, Mr. Still Your Girl type of dude.
Yeah.
So he felt threatened by that whole shit. I mean, he went on Twitter and tweeted and whatnot. I mean, of course, KeKe's a grown woman. She should respect her man and her relationship.
Yeah.
But she's at a show enjoying herself. You know, things happen.
You said things happen, right?
Yeah.
Roddy? All right, so let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question, Roddy. I'm glad you mentioned that.
Oh,
I'm so glad you mentioned that. You got you a girl, right? And she a baddie, bro. Like she a baddie, right? One of the Insta baddies, right? You let her go to you gonna let her go to Desta Dax concert with double cheeked up? And for those who don't know Dexter Dax, like he's like, you know what I'm saying? Like if you listen, like you know, he's one of those dudes that be raunchy as shit. You feel me? So knowing that, would you let your girl be double cheeked up to go to a Dexter Dax concert?
Nah, I'll be the same situation. I'll be threatened to see if my girl will come back.
Exactly. And the worst part about this shit is that the situation is way different on our end. Like gray sweatpants season. Oh, we can't do gray sweatpants season. But we be with shit like this, and I don't know, man. It was crazy. I mean,
yeah. This situation is crazy. I'm glad we spoke about it though, but it's crazy though. Right. That was it. You got more, or that's it?
Of course, with her saying single till marriage, no, that was wild because you're basically telling them to do that. I'm with you, but I'm still single. No, that wasn't the right term to use in that as a response, I would say. Because you're in a relationship, so respect the relationship. That's all I gotta say. Understand that the dude have feelings and a way to feel about the situation, and that that was your response. But
yeah. There you go, man. KeKe Palmer, man. G. Louise.
Yeah, like that's the thing. Like, ladies, and my last statement for that is this: ladies, if you disagree with what we're saying, picture this. Picture your man being at Summer Jam concert, right? And Cardi B's performing, right? And your man got on gray shorts, right? None but dick, pause, right? And she brings him up on stage, right? And she starts twerking on him, ass on him and everything while she's spitting, right? You be good with that?
Oh, I got a better one. Janet Jackson. Imagine Janet Jackson. Imagine your man is at a Janet Jackson concert. She pull you up on stage. She grinding. She end up kissing him on stage. How y'all feel about that? I seen that happen on the Janet Jackson concert.
It has.
Yeah. Janet Jackson is a wild woman, man. She's a wild one.
Yeah, she be getting it in.
She does though. But before I continue, I'm gonna continue with the Usher situation. So yeah, like I said, Usher always has things on his show, and he always want to sing to them. I see a video of this model. I believe her name is Witty something, and Usher was gonna sing to her, and you know what she did? She ran and sat on her boyfriend's lap.
As she should, bro. Like what?
I should try to sing to her.
Right freaking.
And I look at comments and girls are upset that she did that. I was like, what? What is wrong with that? She respect her boyfriend, and she did the right thing.
The problem is that people don't respect relationships anymore. That's what it is. Yeah. People want relationships, but want the optics of being single. And that's part of the problem. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially with this generation. This is the Hinge and Tinder situation generation where, you're not looking for something, you're not looking for stability. You're just looking to feel a tingle. You feel me?
So, and look at this as before.
And honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, that's gonna lead to nowhere. You can't talk about you want Black families and Black community, but then you doing shit to not help build families. You just partaking in fuck culture.
Yeah. And I'm gonna say this saying that we're gonna go to the main event. Thank God you are married, son, because this generation dating is terrible.
No, I shit you not. I had conversations with with some people from the younger generation and shit, and sometimes I be getting like good conversations. It'd be good, it'd be good banter. And other times I feel like I'm on that podcast Roddy mentioned earlier.
Oh wow,
losing my fucking hair follicles, bro. Like, what are we doing?
Oh my god, this is dating in this generation is terrible, bro. Main event topic, y'all already know. It's pretty much
for the main event.
A main event, you already know, and this is the biggest topic. It's been the biggest topic for lack of a month, but it's pretty much some update on this topic now. So on July 13th, SAG AFTRA and the AMPTP did not reach an agreement. So the union is primed to strike and start at midnight on July 14th, which due to this recording is already started now. So now actors are joining in on this writer strike. How y'all feel about this?
This is tough. I think it's the first time this happened in like 63 years. So I know the writers and producers, like they have strikes and everything like that, but they eventually get back to the table somewhat soon, I never seen an actor strike before, you know what I'm saying? Which begs the question, I know a lot of shows and movies are getting pushed back for production. I know like I was reading something on Deadpool 3 and Deadpool 3 and some of the Marvel movies, they getting pushed back to 2026. I think Euphoria is getting pushed back to 2026.
Yeah, Euphoria got put back. Deadpool. How about I got some of the stuff now. I could read some of it. Y'all right? Euphoria gets pushed back to 2026. So we got Deadpool 3, Venom 3, Mission Impossible 8, The Gladiator 2, which I did not know that they were making a part 2 of that. Mortal Kombat 2 and Beetlejuice 2. It all got pushed back due to the writer strike. Also, All American Season 6. Originally, it was announced to come back this fall, but now due to the writer strike, it's been pushed back to 2024 now. And and many more. So this is pretty big. And also now not only that, but a lot of, as you notice, commercials of movies, they don't show a lot of commercial movies. It was like at one point you see a whole bunch of Barbie commercials. Now you don't see nothing, barely anything for Barbie now because of the writer strike. I think also that other movie that come out the same day as Barbie. I think the Oberhinder, something like that.
Oppenheimer.
Oppenheimer. There you go. Yeah, that's another one as well. I heard they was at the premiere of that, and after that they walk out the premiere and went straight.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it's getting real out here, son. It's getting real out here.
Yo, you know what's crazy? I know a lot of studios. I was reading up on some stuff, and they're talking about a lot of studios are looking to use AI in the meantime to meet a lot of these deadlines.
Oh yeah, that's another. We didn't get to that. I was gonna say that too. How y'all feel about that? Like, how y'all feel about that?
Roddy, you want to take this one first?
Yeah.
That's right. Take this one first.
Yo, AI. Sheesh. That you like basically. You don't get things done, the AI's gonna get it done. They're gonna get it done impersonating you. It's very scary, bro. Like
it is. Yeah.
A lot of people been putting a lot of a gigantic amount of music under AI.
Yeah, for example, Drake.
Nah.
But so by this recording, Drake probably got 10 AI. Drake probably got 10 albums by now.
I'm waiting. I'm gonna lie. I'm waiting for an MJ mixtape, which might be on the way.
To be fair, like I ain't gonna hold you. AI Drake been dropping like a few, like a joint like every week.
He
You
have.
know, and
He have.
each one's been more fired than the next. I mean, there've been a few misses, but overall, it's been like decent work.
Yeah, he
So
Decent
have.
work, bro.
He really have though. I ain't gonna hold you. Yeah, I drink been on it. But back to the point, Roddy. Back to the point, bro. Back to the point.
But yeah, bro, like basically is this the way that the AI has evolved that you can basically they're gonna put them in movies and TV shows? That is crazy. Like,
Yeah, yeah, cause now it's like the actors got come in one day, AI scammed them, and then use their likeness for the rest of their life, even if the actor do not want to work. That is scary, son. That is wild. Cause now we don't know. Now we might can't tell if it's them or is it an AI, and that's
that's
sad.
the scary part about it too. And
And
of course, the
yeah,
if it's not the person, the proceeds won't go to the person.
Yep.
That's another scary thing with this whole AI thing, bro. That's all I gotta say
Yeah.
about that.
Yeah, yo, because it's just like real life. Like how for example, McDonald's, people get fired and AI robots take over their jobs. So yeah, it's basically the same thing. Like it's wild. It's wild, yo. Saying how you feel about this, man? About AI taking over
I ain't
the
gonna hold you. AI does have its benefits. A lot of people who do like home businesses are using AI to streamline a lot of their work. So it does have its benefits. It's bad for people who are in those fields religiously, pre-AI,
yeah.
trying to find work. Um, it's really tough because now it's like either you gotta adapt to what to the growing trend of AI, or you've got to go find yourself doing something else. You know what I'm saying? So it's real tough for the people that are in these fields that AI is also taking over. That is also taking over. So it's a big deal. As far as for the actor strike, like I said before, this is the first time this should happen in 63 years. So it's kind of a situation where producers are now have to figure out like, all right, what's a good workaround for this? Because we got these deadlines that that we've already committed to, you know? So when it comes down to that, you can't just be like, okay, let's just wash our hands and go home, because now you're losing money.
Yeah, that's exactly.
And you could believe all you want that money isn't real or money don't exist. But trust me, you see all the shit that's happening around here, it matters. Hence, so much so that they're willing to put, AI characters in there. And it sucks for the actors because they're not getting no bread off that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you do the awards for these situations?
Yeah, because if you notice with it doing the writer strike, a lot of the award shows they had no hosts. So they had no hosts, and and they just had them come up there, stuff like that. And I guess and if no writer to write on the prompter, so they had to improv.
Yeah.
So it's crazy. Good thing for BT Awards, even though it was no host, I guess Tyler Perry wrote it on the prompter and stuff like that, so people could read it. So yeah, and it's crazy though. The thing of what this AI taking over Hollywood, it's a sad deal. Like it's sad. It's terrible. People like I said, people losing money, people not making money. People who is passionate to act them, they can't do it much because AI is taking their spots. It's really like a real life iRobot going on. So it's like it's really sad. I mean, I get it. I get the reason why, but it's still not good. And like I said, I stand with those who going through the writer's strike because they do deserve the money and better pay and stuff like that. They do work hard. They do deserve it to get the pay rate they deserve.
And honestly, let's keep it a buck though. Like a lot of the you think about the top 10 producers and like owners of these companies, like your Ted Sarandos, Rupert Murdoch, and everybody, the people that own like Paramount Group,
Yeah.
Like they have their net worth. If everybody participated like 2% of their net worth into this strike, they can figure this shit out in like 15 minutes.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
the problem with people is that when you're rich, all you're really thinking about is getting more rich.
Exactly.
You know?
And you're not doing it to help others, you're doing it to help yourself.
Yeah,
So,
and that's the bullshit about it. So,
yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
what can you do? It sucks, but you know, I wish for them to get better,
Yeah.
to come out of a better situation.
Yeah. But as we know for this fall though, we're not gonna be much on TV. So we're gonna see a lot of reality shows. We're gonna see a lot of unscripted shows because some unscripted show is gonna be on. It's gonna be a lot of shows that got canceled, but gonna be picked up on another network, but it's gonna be repeats. And then it's gonna be shows that was recorded before the right strike done, when the right strike happened, and they already got done production, and they got a new show that coming in the fall. So TV this fall is gonna be weird. TV this fall is gonna be really weird. I ain't gonna hold you. As a fan of TV, it's gonna be weird watching TV, where we're gonna be watching a lot of reality shows and stuff like that. So yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be rough, you know what I'm saying? But you got a lot of other things to occupy the time in the meantime. You could probably read a book or something. You probably play Monopoly. Yeah. Probably play Monopoly Go. You know what I'm saying? Like that's apparently that's a new craze. So
that's a fact,
nation.
That fact. Y'all can also listen to all the shows on the Premiere Podverse, like Mr. Gentleman, like the podcast, the Premiere Boyz, King Talk with Aaron Sands, Star Time podcast, and The Bridge. That's still waiting to be premiered. So we do got all those shows as well. Coming soon. Coming soon.
At this point, coming soon.
Yeah, so we took out all those shows, and y'all can check that out as well. But like I said, I really hope they come with a decision, so these writers and the actors and the producers go back to work and getting a better pay than they went through. So they can start doing what they love. Start doing the work that they love.
That's fact. Jill.
Any final word before we end the show? For in this episode?
No, man. That was some good.
Make sure you add me on Monopoly Go.
That's a fact. Give me too, son.
Sands has been killing it.
Yeah, I got both of y'all money, son. I got both of y'all money, son. For real.
This has been a good thing this week too.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Threads. Yeah, your Threads too, right? Threads has been a big thing. Shout out to Mark Zuckerberg.
But I don't know how long that's gonna go because people get tired of it already.
Yeah, who knows? I don't know. Me though. But there you go. That is today's episode of the Premiere Podcast. This is your boy Ken, aka Mr. Gentleman. Y'all can follow me on IG, Threads, all that other good stuff. Ken _Mr. Gentleman. I repeat, Ken. KEN _Mr. LR Gentleman GENTLEMAN Mr. Gentleman Lifestyle Podcast every Sundays on the main series, every Thursday for spin-off series Thursday, where we had shows like A Conversation About Music podcast every first Thursday at 12 p.m. Date Night Talk podcast with myself and Miss Vanna B every second and third Thursday at 12 p.m. And we got the Old School Show with myself and the Star Rider Ride every fourth Thursday. Or you can check everything down on the Mr. Gentleman like the podcast website, www.realmrgentlemanlifestylepodcast.com, and buy some merch too.
You already know what it is. Your man's Aaron Sands, and I thank you for tuning into yet another one of the Premiere Boyz podcast, the freshest podcast in the land. So you already know what it is. You can follow me at Aaron Sands Premiere, and that's on Instagram. Link in the description. And also you can follow me on King Talk Sands on Good Pods and Twitter. Link in the description. All 3 seasons of King Talk with Aaron Sands are available on all streaming platforms. Also, season 4 of King Talk with Aaron Sands coming soon. weekly episodes, you already notified where I fuck my shit, and we already get to the real of it. So we back with that. Dropping the premiere date for that coming soon. Be on the lookout.
Also, you got me, the star Roddy Rod. Right now, I'm not on social media, but definitely follow me on Good Pods. Definitely check out season 1 of Star Time.
Star Time?
Star Time?
On
Star
all
Time?
streaming platforms. Season 2 coming pretty soon. But catch up on that season 1 right now. And you'll see me back here next week. All right, later.
And also follow Long Live the Chief, Malimal. They call me Malimal. They call me Malimal, Malimal. The Bread Pocket coming real soon. And yeah, this is your boy Ken, aka Mr. Gentleman.
And you already know it's your man's and Sam.
As your boy, the star Roddy Rod.
And Long Live the Chief, Malimal. And we are the Premier Boy Podcast, and we are out.